Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah. So let's just say I'm not going to show the overworld. I have to figure out how to not break everything. No overworld for today. Wait, LM without the black toolbar background. Wait, why? I'm confused. Something is wrong here, this shouldn't happen. Why is it not black? Why can't I even trust that, like, the bugs occur all the time? This is bad. This should always be black. Please. Be black. Oh well. I'm sure I can force it to become black somehow. I guess this is what was meant by it. Why is this here? Why is this here? Why is this here? Okay. Why is this here? Just accept that this is here for now. And let's move on. Ah, to filter a springboard. I guess that's a good idea. Like when you want to filter a springboard, yeah. And you just need to, like, put this somewhere in your hack and then you can filter a springboard. Yes. But only hopefully. Okay, we have credits. We have level 101, which tells me no. Does your LM have the feature where tooltips unfocus the window? Yes, that's a wine feature. That's like apparently a general wine problem. But yes. And it seems to be somewhere, I mean, somewhere in the bug tracker. But also doesn't seem like an easy fix, apparently. But yes, my LM also has this feature of questionable usefulness. Wait, I went to level 1 and I got a bonus game looking thing. That's bad. Is this the same as level 105? No, it's different. That's a different level. Why do I have two similar but different levels? in the same game. Okay, anyway. We also have this one. I guess this is the one that I'm actually in. Oh! We have information. Run ends when the info box in 103 is hit. Remember to save. Sprite data pointers are set every frame instead of only on level load. This hack is possible without PI shenanigans or arbitrary code execution. Counterbreak only applies on the first overworld entrance. Okay. Wait, what is this? Oh. That's what you get for disabling backgrounds. Okay, probably not a lot more to find. There's probably something more to find. You playtested a demo of this and you got 0 or 1 exits but not 2. Okay. Okay, so let's actually stare at this for a while. But you fiddled a bunch with CE while trying to get 2 exits. Aha. Well, it's very good that I got told not to do that. Wait, this is the version of the room that I'm... Yeah, this is what I'm playing, actually. So what I'm playing actually doesn't have any amount of 1-up checkpoints, and it doesn't have Yoshi coins. And we have an exit to level C7, and we have an exit to level 1. Is there even something exit enabled here? Doesn't seem like there's any immediate way to take a screen exit here, but you can take a screen exit here. It's a bit unclear why you would want to. I mean, I guess you perhaps want to do something in the direction of pipe cancelling, perhaps. Or perhaps you want to do something completely different. Who knows? What do I know? I don't know what I want to do. But okay, also, if I now actually go in-game, I can like move around here. But what can I actually do here? Maybe actually playing the game is good. Also, I didn't check the item memory setting. Item memory setting is 0. Okay, so in particular, activating the Yoshi block does get tracked. The key block doesn't get tracked, of course. But I mean, I say of course. I think it doesn't. I think key blocks don't get tracked, but Yoshi blocks definitely get tracked. And this counts as activating it. And this counts as losing the key. And... wait. Hi, Bucks88. And thank you for the luck. Why would I care that this coin is gone? I mean, I can distance loop this block to the right. And I think this sets item memory because this is a 1-up block. Which then causes this coin to disappear on the next visit. But why do I care? Oh, wait, I care because of how this actually works. Which is you duplicate and then the springboard gets pushed out. And gets pushed out to this side. And I don't have a P-switch. Ah. I mean, there is a P-switch. But I would need to press it. Which... I mean, traditionally pressing P-switches is considered a loss of resources. But okay. Okay, so I mean, I guess I can distance loop this and then I have a springboard, but then why do I even want the springboard? Why do I even want the springboard? What is all of this good for? This is... that I can get... I can't really get Yoshis because of this baby Yoshi. Unfortunately, there's like an annoying baby Yoshi here. How do I even get this baby Yoshi? Like, is there even a good way to get this baby Yoshi? Is there like a good way to get this baby Yoshi? But it doesn't immediately seem like there is. Because I mean, even if you feed it, right, then you have like a adult Yoshi sitting up here, which seems kind of useless. And you can't really move it. And then there's like this mushroom block here. Interesting. What is the point of all of this? Because the mushroom, like, if it gets out, then it goes over here, but even if it gets somehow over here, then somehow it just bounces around in here. And neither option seems useful, like, at all. Also, how do you even activate this block? It's like... in a very shitty position. Huch, something was changed here. Huch. I guess this is the time to actually press Ctrl F2. But so what do I do with any of the objects in here? I mean, of course I can start thinking about what happens if I Yoshify this platform again, right? But I'm like very far off of being able to Yoshify this platform, so maybe I shouldn't think about this yet. But some of these platforms, I mean, of course, it always screams Yoshification. This is the other room. Not to be confused with this room. Or this room? Am I stupid? They all kind of look similar. Oh, wait. The position of this Yoshi is different. Like, somehow this area is different. What is going on? Why are there like 3 copies of the same room? I mean, not 3 copies of the same room. 3 copies of very similar but distinct rooms. Anyway, I'm in this one. I think. Haven't actually checked, but I believe I would start in C7, right? Because somehow this feels very title screeny where I am. But yeah, there's no cloud in... Wait. Yeah, I am in this one, where there's no cloud. Well, unless there's a false copy of the room. Okay. So I'm in here. What even is my first goal? Because somehow the first goal seems to be to, like... I don't know... Get to the overworld? Which I can't show you. For technical limitation reasons today. Technical limitations prevent me from showing you the overworld. Yeah, I mean, the stream cut out because I tried to show you the overworld and I fucked up something in OBS, and let's just say I'm not going to try it again on stream. I'll try to fix it for next time, but it was related to that, yes. Yes. I don't know what's wrong with my OBS. Something is wrong with it. Okay, so there is an overworld, and the overworld leads to... Aha. 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 What am I looking at? I have no idea, but I'm just going to say aha. Aha. I mean, this is level 19, right? I mean, you can see this. You can read this is level 19. And the point is that there is a star whose level ID is set to be 19. Is it a star that's like... Ah, it's a star that... It's one of these warp stars that is set to reveal on event 4. Okay, but event 4 is the one that you actually would get if you got a secret exit in level 6. So what's level 6? Level 6 is like the weird copy of the room. But okay, so I guess at some point I want to get to the overworld, but I have no idea how to get to the overworld. How do you even get to the overworld? How do you get to the overworld? I mean, I guess I can try to change the game mode directly. And I guess for that it would be good to know. I guess for that it would be good to know what sprite slot is in the mouth of this platform. So trying to figure out which sprite slot is in the mouth of this platform. Which, I mean, that's definitely just findable. I keep forgetting which address it is. It's 160E. I don't know what the sprite slot of the platform is, so I guess I first need to load the Lua script. Anyway. Wait, did I remember correctly? Slot 5, yes. By the way, all of the numbers are offset, but this is a BizHawk bug. Actually, there wasn't BizHawk update lately. Maybe that fixed it. And I should fix it, instead of complaining. Should fix it by, like, updating it. BizHawk feature. Yes, it's a feature. Of course, features. Okay, 18. Okay, it is time to look at tables again. And I can totally just pretend that, like, the reason I'm not showing these tables is because of technical difficulties. Okay, so what does it change? I can set this. I mean, if I Yoshi-fied the platform right now using a non-existent Yoshi and another non-existent setup, but assuming I did that, I could change the sprite data pointer. Oh yeah, great. Okay. This is how you change the sprite data pointer. Okay, beautiful. Except that you can't, of course, because the hack told me that I shouldn't do that. I can change sprite slot 2's Y position, low byte. I can change the C2 of slot 0. I can change okay, a bunch of stuff of slot 0. I mean, I guess I could try like tweaker corruption again. Okay, yeah, I guess I could. But let's not think about it yet. Not time to think about tweaker corruption yet, because I also just kind of don't know why I would want to. I'm so confused. Why do I want to do any, like, why do I want to do anything here? So you get to the overworld the same way you do in vanilla. It's, it's a mildly concerning message. I'm not sure how concerned I should be by this message. But I am mildly concerned. Because my file select screen seems to be broken. Like it just doesn't open. Oh? Oh. Oh. Oh? Oh. Oh? I have no idea why I'm saying this. It's in chat. So I guess I have to say it a lot of times. Wait, the file select dies when you die? Wait, what? True statement. But actually, that doesn't help me with anything. We could have spent a whole stream on a title screen. There's no way. Yeah. No, I definitely encountered that. But I guess the reason why I didn't realize is that normally this is indicated by the P5 by the P5 lives, right? And there's no life counter. There's no layer 3. There's no... There's like no, well, status bar. So you don't see the P5 lives that you would normally see in this situation. Right, because why normally the reason this happens is, I mean, the reason why this happens is that you have 0 lives on the title screen, and so when you die, you get -1 lives, and so you are stuck in like this weird P5 life state. And I kind of didn't realize I was in that state anyway. But yes, I mean, of course, I have encountered that. Also, there has been kind of a resurgence in like playable title screens lately, which added to the confusion. But yes, I mean, I totally could have gotten that. I just kind of didn't look at the screen when I when I loaded the hack. But oh well, your fault for telling me. This could have been a funny stream where I don't realize that for like hours on end. Your fault for ruining the entertainment. But okay, so wait, now I'm confused though. Oh, this is where you start. Well, I have no idea how funny this is to you specifically. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to make of that information. I mean, I guess I don't have that idea, yes. Okay, so if I go to the right... If I go down, that's bad. If I go... Okay. I guess, I don't even know why I'm playing the game. The point is not playing the game, right? Like, the point is staring through the magic and not understanding what's going on. So now I'm... Wait, this is the wrong level now. 105. So back in 105, I mean, I started the stream by looking at 105, now I spend time looking at 105 again. With a brief intermezzo in C7. But, high filter. Okay, so we have... The moving pipe is slightly concerning to me. Because surely it has a meaning. But I don't get it. But I also don't get anything in this, so that's fine. You didn't realize the orientation of the cloud. Of... the cloud? The orientation of the cloud. Okay, I'm just going to pretend I understand which cloud you're talking about. Second from the right. It's an upside down cloud, and I guess there's more to it than that, but I don't get it. Also, I have no idea why this is here, but I guess that's a separate issue. Okay, I'm not going to pretend I understand what's special about this cloud. Wait, it doesn't interact like one? Oh. I mean, I pressed Control F2, right? I was just kind of convinced that I was just kind of convinced that this was a case of like Lunar Magic failing to display the behavior of a custom block again, because it must have been, right? It just was a bit surprised that you would make a custom block act like, I don't know, 105 or whatever this is. Because typically you don't do that, but oh well, I mean, somehow it's completely arbitrary what you like let them act as anyway. Okay, I see. There are no weird one-ways. Okay, no weird one-ways, just normal one-ways, or what? I mean, I have no idea what to expect of this hack, right? I mean, so... I mean, I also don't know... Not sure what to do with this P-switch yet. Can I even... You can go back here, right? You can go back here. Oh, it's just a deletion block. It's not even like a funny, like, poof effect. No, just deletes. And gone it is. I wonder if you can make anything funny with that. Should make Yoshification easier, I guess. If they just set the... Wait, am I on a screen boundary here? Or am I tripping? I must be on a screen boundary, right? Yeah, screen boundary. Okay. So... No vine for me. I guess... if I want to... I guess I want a subpixel of 2, because somehow this is now actual distance duplication. There we go. Do I not have a block duplication predictor in here? Does this have a block duplication predictor? I have no idea what this has. What does this script have? Does this have a block duplication predictor? Apparently not that one that's enabled in any case. It does have one. It's called block. And it seems to work. Yeah, it seems to work. Okay, so the thing is, you want to do this, and then you want to pause immediately. And then you are sad. Wait, what? Okay, then you are sad because you apparently paused in the wrong frame like 3 times in a row. Okay, so I mean, you can get the springboard this way. Not sure why you would want to, but you can get the springboard this way. Okay, also... I don't know why the script is laggy. Why is the script laggy? Do I have too much garbage on at the same time, or is this... I swear, this emulator is an experience. Like, it draws everything at the wrong places, and it just starts lagging for no good reason sometimes. And then it just stops lagging. Beautiful. Love this emulator. But it emulates. That's pretty good. Okay, so... I now have the springboard, and I have the P-switch. And I have a random lag. And somehow the question could be, how do I get this key? But also the question could be, why do I want to do anything in here? Like, what is the point? I mean, I guess my first goal should actually be to somehow collect the one-up check. To collect the Yoshi coins. I mean, Yoshi coin, there we go, great. I collected 2. But... did this collect 3 or 4? I think this just collected 3, right? I mean, there's a second one down there, which is why I'm a bit confused. Okay, I guess I need to actually RAM watch this to find out how many Yoshi coins do I collect here. Okay, apparently it's 1420, the address that I want to see. Ah no, you do get both. Okay, so you do get both. And you do die. Okay. You do get both, and you do die afterwards. But I want 5. And since I want 5, the question is which is the 5th Yoshi coin that I want. Of course, this is a Magikey hack. So you might be inclined to say, well, you just get 2 Yoshis and then you dismount an invisible Yoshi while standing on a springboard or something like that, but I don't think that actually collects a Yoshi coin. I think that kind of just doesn't work that way. But I think it is true that you can collect the Yoshi coin. You just die on the next frame. And I think there's nothing you can do about it. Or you maybe even die on that frame. But it doesn't really matter, right? Because as long as you collect the Yoshi coin, you collect the Yoshi coin. I think. Of course that requires you to, like, even have an invisible Yoshi downstairs. Down here, which is like... let's say just questionable how you would get it here. Like, how do you even get an invisible Yoshi here? Because you would have to mount it at this height. Like, somehow that doesn't seem to work out. Of course, it's in any case much easier to get an invisible Yoshi like on this height. If you invisible Yoshi. Because then you can just collect these guys and then get out of here before you die and then get in here and then die. And then you're happy. Because then you have 5 Yoshi coins. And presumably that somehow counts as progress or something. I don't know. I don't know how progress works in this. My presumption is that collecting the Yoshi coins is good. But yeah. But of course, none of this answers the question, how do you even get Yoshis? Because there's like 1 Yoshi up here, right? Like, that's 1. Wait, what? There's like an explicit 25 tile here. Oh, this is how this is built. I see. Uh-huh. 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 Sure. Okay. I mean, I guess I don't know what I expected. I mean, somehow... The 2-screen puzzle was already built in a very similar way, but like... Sure. Can't wait for easy 4-screen puzzle to just be built in the Map 16 editor. Yeah, I mean... We're getting close. Okay, so what is the point here? Okay, I must be somehow missing something because it doesn't seem like I can do a lot here. In particular, there's not even like a question mark block that I could pause around, right? That's how little I can do here. I mean, I guess I have a P-switch, right? And because I have a P-switch, I mean, I can get the springboard and all that. That's all good. And then I can use the P-switch to get up here. I mean, I can use the springboard to get up here and use the P-switch to, like, get here. And I can... Does being here help? I mean, realistically, what does being here help? You can potentially get the platform. Yeah, I guess you can get the platform. I mean, I guess I can just do that. It should be possible to just get that. It's a bit unclear to me why I would want to do that. Oops. But... I mean, I guess you can, so you should. Right? Because, after all, if it's possible, it's intended. But... And if it's intended, it must exactly, right? That's how it works. This is actually one of this is a very cool trick. I like this trick. Very cool trick. I say this every time this trick comes up, but it's actually very cool. Ah, right, you can just jump up here because the P-switch is running. Oops. Yeah, sometimes you should like actually think about which things are happening in the level at any given point. But yeah. But so you get this platform. Can you like spin jump on this guy? I mean, I guess you can spin jump on this guy in theory. Question is, can you also spin jump on this guy in a way that doesn't kill you? I guess for that we need more tools. Yes, more tools. They solve every problem. Wait, they don't actually solve every problem. I'm kind of stuck here then. I thought more tools solved every problem. No, wait, I'm not stuck here. You can just make this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You're not stuck here. Everything is good. You now have your platform, and with this platform you can enter the door. I could have entered the door like in a million other ways already, but can also enter the door this way. Isn't this beautiful? Presumably there's something more useful I can do. Now that I have this platform here. But what is the point? I have this platform, and sure, I can have this platform. But I mean, I have the platform. And the springboard, and none of this seems to be useful. I can throw the springboard here. Yeah, great. Wait a second, I have the springboard. Because I have the springboard, I can just do this, right? Just do this, he said. Implying that it was easy. But you just kind of do this, right? And then you just... you just kind of do... I don't know what you do. I thought you just kind of do this, and then that works, but... Also, it's of course, once again, unclear why I even want the key. But... I guess I want the key because it seems kind of useful to have a key. Useful for what? Nobody knows. Least of all me. Uh... Uh... I mean, I can stand on the key like this. Doesn't seem so terribly useful. I am... What can I do to fix this problem? There... seems to be a bit of a problem with, like, actually getting this key and then not dying afterwards. But it kind of shouldn't be a problem. Kind of feels like you should be able to just get this key. I mean, evidently I'm wrong about this. You can't just get the key. But kind of feels like you should be able to. You try to get the key and you fail. Again, now in a different way. Actually, no, it's the same way. Would be exciting if it was a different way. But this is not exciting, it's just the same way. I guess what you can try is you can try to like... How? You can try to do this, but then... No, then you just fail. That's bad. I guess what you can try... What's a bit absurd, but I guess you can try it. So you can try to throw the springboard. You can try to drop the springboard in such a way that it lands on this block. I mean, surely that's somehow possible. Is that actually possible? Should that be possible? Maybe that shouldn't be possible. Maybe the springboard needs too much speed for that, and you can't actually give it that much speed. I mean, how much speed does the springboard need for that? Like, 26? Something like that? It's a bit much. Maybe it gets away with less. Maybe like 20-ish is enough. But like, you see how much like a springboard with 19 speed moves? That's a lot. It's a lot of movement for a poor springboard. Maybe this is not happening. I know I had the platform at some point. I remember having a platform, but I kind of don't remember why the platform would be useful. I mean, by which I mean I don't see how the platform would help me here. Maybe it would. Who knows? Presumably Magikey knows. I mean, I guess I've been trying to do this from here the entire time, but I guess you can also like try to do it from here, and that just like works much better. Like that just works much better. I don't know why I haven't been doing that the entire time. Oh well. That took a while. But okay, now I have a springboard and a key. I sacrificed the P-switch at some point, but I guess sacrificing the P-switch wasn't needed for anything. So I could have a springboard, a P-switch, and a key right now. My chat just died, but I think that's separate from the other technical issues I've been having today. I'm going to pretend that this is separate from the other technical issues. Some things just don't change. Exactly. I mean, rest assured, the Twitch chat breaks on every platform. But okay, so I have a key and I have a springboard, and I could have a P-switch right now. I believe. Could I? I think I could. I think at no point did I do anything that... Yeah, I mean, there's a coin even here, so it's like... but... There's a moon here, so I guess the moon tells me that I shouldn't try to get this key. Unless I really know what to do with the key. I mean, if I know what to do with the key, then I guess getting the key is fine. But just getting the key for the sake of it, not fine, because of Moon. I guess that's what the Moon is trying to tell me. Don't get this key unless you know what you're doing. And since I very clearly don't know what I'm doing, I should not get the key yet. But okay, I know how to get the key. Assume I have a springboard. Which seems like a mild assumption. How do moons behave? Do they reset when you leave the level? No. No. Moons, if you collect them and then die, they don't respawn. Gone forever on that file? No. Gone until you reset the ROM. Unless you patch that. No, they don't save to SRAM. Moons don't save to SRAM. Do I not have a save? I forget how that works. Vanilla creates a save for just... I mean, do I? I mean, I would guess I have a zero exit save. Huh, I don't. How does Vanilla do this? Because Vanilla normally creates zero exit saves. And I think the trigger for that is the player reaching Yoshi's house after the initial upwards movement on the overworld. I think that's somehow the mechanic that's related to that. And because Lunar Magic disables that upwards movement, I think it also disables that save. But this might be unrelated, but I think this is actually how it works. But yeah, I mean, the zero exit save exists in Vanilla, but it doesn't exist in this hack. Not that it really matters, because the intro screen is trivial. Right, there's like nothing going on here. Maybe there is something going on here. Wait, there is something going on here. Actually, which version of Lunar Magic is this even? 2.53. Because I was like, the intro screen is trivial, but actually that's not true. Because there's something you can do here. Right? There's options. Although the question is, are there options? The way it re-enables the save is the thing that allowed for my hack is. Yeah. I see. That's okay. That's directly related to that, I see. Okay. Do I actually care about any of this? Probably I will care about this at some point. Maybe I will never care about this. Who knows? Also, I love these arrows. I have no idea what they're trying to tell me. But they're ominous. Does the zero exit save trigger when you use a message box in the original game? I don't know. It's so clear. But yeah, if you use a message box, then you don't spawn in Yoshi's house, right? Because you spawn on the main overworld instead. So the walk doesn't happen, and I think the walk is responsible for the... But yeah, is the Yoshi house itself the thing that triggers the walk? More good questions. More good questions. Because I think it isn't. But... There's a menu in LM? How's that menu called? Because I've never heard of that menu, and I think I've spent an amount of time. On the overworld. In the overworld editor. But... maybe I am wrong. Who knows? Super Mario World unedited copy 3.smc 1025 kilobytes. That's beautiful. I just saw level 103 on the overworld. Just as a reminder, level 103 is the credits level. Unfortunately, due to technical reasons, I cannot show the overworld right now, but let's just say level tile 103 is completely disconnected from the rest of the overworld. Ah, but that's actually not true. Ah, but actually that's not true. It looks like it, but actually that's wrong. Because there's a layer 1 event. And the layer 1 event creates a path to there. But it overrides it. Also true. Except that I'm now very confused. Because the layer 2 event seems to do... the layer 1 event seems to do a lot of things. In particular, there seems to be, if you just move the tiles of the layer 1 event around, there seems to be a green path that is a land-based path directly under the water-based path. So actually... okay, basically the problem is that LM's layer 1 editor, level 1 event editor is kind of not great. I never understood how it works. So the thing is, event 6 generates the path to level 103. And it's event 0 that overrides level 103. Right? These are distinct events. Like, unfortunately, LM's layer 1 event editor is a bit shit. So you just kind of don't see this, because it just puts everything there at once. But it's the event 6 that draws the path there, but it's event 0 that overrides it. So you can actually go there. I mean, the reason why I say it's a bit shit is not so much because it is actually objectively bad, the design decision there. The problem is that it works differently from how the layer 2 editor works, because the layer 2 editor doesn't... like, basically there's this weird change events past dialogue that controls layer 2 events, but doesn't layer 1 events? And it's... I don't get how any of this is supposed to make sense. Like, layer 2 events work differently in the editor than layer 1 events for, like, seemingly no good reason. Anyway. Yeah. So, there exists an event that goes to this level 103, and it is called event 6. So the question is, how do you activate event 6? Event 6? Well, I mean, somehow, event 6 you would activate it by getting a secret exit in a level that has event 5 bound. Wait, you don't know how I got to which conclusion? The event 0 versus event 6 one. If you select the layer 1 event editor mode, then you can use page up and page down to scroll through the events, and it will highlight which tiles get added on each given event. Is this intuitive? No. Is this how the program works? Yes. I don't know why it works like this. So layer 2 editor doesn't work like this. Wait, what? I'm fairly sure that I checked this correctly. Yeah, on event, I think event 6 just draws 2 paths. I think that's just what the event does. And event 0 overrides the level. But doesn't actually give a path to the level. I think that's what's happening, if I understand the overworld editor correctly, which I like to think I do, but maybe I don't. Anyway, we're on Lunar Magic 2.53, which means that I can only activate events that are either bound to a level or +1 of something that's bound to a level, not +2 or +3. So in particular, I need to know which levels have event 5 bound to them, and there's exactly 2 levels which have event 5 bound to them, which are 105 and 19. Now 105 we know, it's the level we all know and love, it's this one. And presumably this means that I don't actually want to get the secret exit here, because otherwise level 19, the level we don't know and don't love, looks like this. Would be completely pointless. Right, but this exists. And you spawn in a moon, and then you can only enter it once, and so on, but like if you had a cape or something, then you could fly over the level, get the key, and activate the keyhole. Of course, that would require you to even enter level 19 in the first place, but 19 at least exists on the overworld. Although it's not immediately clear how to actually enter level 19, because the sort of obvious path from level 6 to level 19 goes through a red overworld tile, and, well, those warp you. And I haven't figured out where it actually warps you to. Because I don't actually know how this works. All red paths softlock you. I see. I forgot how to read the overworld editor for those paths, but I think it is ID 71 and leads to nowhere. I think that's what it's supposed to mean. But okay, so... Level 105 has... Normal exit goes down, secret exit 1 goes left. And then there's a warp star. The warp star warps to level 103. Ah, so you think you're good. Wait, what was the win condition again? Run ends when the info box in 103 is hit. Remember to save. Why do I need to remember to save? I have no idea what this text is actually trying to tell me. Why do I need to save if the run ends when the info box is hit? Wait, so does the run end when I... Does the run end when I hit the message box, or does the run end when... What does this even mean? The run ends when I hit the message box, but the exit count matters now. What is the win condition now? Win condition is... Have 2 exits and hit this message box? Okay, win condition is have 2 exits and hit this message box. Okay. Huh. If you change the 19 to B9 in otherwise unedited vanilla, you do not get the walk and thus no 0 exit save. Wait, am I stupid? What's B9? Oh, it's the message box. Okay. Okay, but... I mean, I guess level... Ah, but level 105 has this no entry if level passed flag again. I see. Also, there's levels mapped to 13B. But that seems to be kind of just nothing. Because 13B is marked as having been passed, but no entry if level passed. So that's not... No, that's not happening. Very interesting. Okay, so there is this level 105. And this level 105, if you get a secret exit, then you might think you're happy, but you are not. Because then you only get one exit, you can't re-enter the level, you get on the Star Warp, you get warped to level 103, and so you go to level 103, but you only have one exit, which according to Magikey is not an actual clear of the hack. I think secret exit is what you want, right? I mean, what you would want. Normal exit would just softlock you on the overworld, I believe. So, secret exit is what you want, but kind of you don't want it in here, because then you only get one exit. And I mean, I guess how you get the exit here is sort of you... Well, I don't know how to actually get it. But I mean, you have keys, and you have 1-ups. And this is a Magikey hack. So presumably, you just make your own keyhole. And you're kind of done. This actually shouldn't be so hard. Except that it maybe is. Not so clear to me how to get this Yoshi coin, though. And presumably I want this Yoshi coin. Because I want to collect 5 Yoshi coins. I think at least that I want to collect 5 Yoshi coins. And because I think I want to collect 5 Yoshi coins, I think I want to... But also, what's the point of this coin snake? That's also something I just don't understand. What's the point of this coin snake? What is this coin snake trying to tell me? Like, we have this coin snake down there, but like somehow it's trying to tell me something, presumably, but I have no idea what it is trying to tell me. Maybe I should just ignore it. I mean, maybe it's setting sprite slots on spawn? Presumably? I guess what you could try to do is... No, this doesn't work. I was like, oh no, wait, there is a star block here, but like... Can I somehow get a star? Because you know there's this weird trick where you get this guy into slot 1, spit out an alt sprite, then get a star, and then just move him around until he like goes around and eats this. I think that's technically possible. Except that, of course, this presupposes that I know how to get a Yoshi, and if I know how to get a Yoshi, then I don't know why I'm bothering with any of this anymore. I feel like once I have a Yoshi, this level is kind of over, with respect to getting the secret exit. With respect to doing anything else that is related to like getting 2 exits, I have no idea. And presumably just getting a Yoshi doesn't help. And then there's this level 6, which is not quite level 105. It's like level 105, but different. And this is very weird to me. For example, it's missing one Yoshi coin. Which is mildly infuriating. And it doesn't seem to be like... It doesn't seem to give you anything extra. Maybe it does. Ah, it also makes it harder to get the key. I guess this is what I get for like saying so much, how much I like it when there's like 2 copies of the same level and one is just like slightly modified to make it weirdly hard. I say that, and what do I get? This. I guess. Because like basically everything I did to actually accomplish anything, or like sketches I did to sketch how I would accomplish anything, none of that actually still works in here. Also, I love Twitch chat. It, like, disconnected me again. I mean, I guess the stream is still going, so yeah. The fourth one-up checkpoint is also located behind an additional coin. This might matter, actually. This might matter, right? Because, I mean, of course, if you get all 5 Yoshi coins and then reload the room, then the Yoshi coins are gone. And so is also the second coin. But if you die, return from the overworld after getting all 5 Yoshi coins, then the coin will still be there. But also, this just made me realize that, wait a second, I don't actually need to collect all 5 Yoshi coins at all. Because collecting 2 Yoshi coins and then entering the door sets the relevant item memory bits, and because it sets the relevant item memory bits, this means that these will be gone. And then the level will look like this. And because I can do this then, I can then collect all 1-up checkpoints. And now I actually can reset the level again, and now I have Yoshi. Right? Right. You don't need to actually collect all 5 Yoshi coins at all to do anything. Because you can just do this. Of course, now... surely there's no problem with that. No, surely there's no problem with that. Surely there's a problem with that. Is this close enough that you can't save yourself? I guess this is close enough that you can't save yourself. Is this close enough that you can't save yourself? I guess I need to double check. Yeah. You don't even regain control before you collect these coins. In fact, you regain control exactly as you collect these coins. Which is even worse. That's actually even worse. Aha, so this doesn't work like that. So actually entering the door is not a thing without maybe like extra preparations. But I kind of don't know what these extra preparations would be. What could these extra preparations be? Not in this version anyway. True. How does level 6 see this? Same problem. But actually in the version that's in the title screen, no. Wait, am I stupid? Wait, I'm stupid. I thought I remembered something. But clearly I was tripping, because I didn't remember anything. But am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. I'm so confused right now. By the way, I love how this looks. This is just beautiful. It looks like somebody did some, like, I don't know, Christmas decorations around these pillars in the ghost house. Or like here. I guess this doesn't look half as good as this. Although, this looks pretty good as well. Like, funny Christmas lights. Okay, anyway. But I'm confused. I thought I remembered something. But clearly I didn't remember anything. Huh. Interesting. Thank you, Bishog, for randomly becoming slow. Okay, blame the Lua script, I don't know. Okay, so that doesn't work. But then what's the point of this door, actually, if I can, in none of the versions, just enter it? That's confusing. Like, it seems like in none of the versions I can just enter the door without dying. I mean, here as well, right? Like, C7 should work? Ah yeah, okay, C7 works because I don't have the coins here to begin with. So maybe I should play the level in level C7 after all. And this entire business about going to the overworld was just a distraction. Just play the game. Actually, wait a second. Wait a second. How does... No, that's fine. Okay. Okay, no, it works just as usual. I was like about to question how does 255ing actually work before you load the overworld, but it works exactly the same way. Because the entire point of the 255 glitch is that you access data where the game expects the overworld to be, but it's not there. So it doesn't matter if the overworld has been loaded or not. Because the relevant part has been overwritten anyway. I see. Huh. So no funny experiments of what happens on 255 in this door. You just end in level 101 again. Which... I'm not sure what this sequence of mantras is supposed to tell me. But... oh well. I guess I'm not going here. Okay, it still matters where Mario's on the overworld, that's true. So where is Mario on the overworld when he is on the title screen? Unfortunate. That's a bunch of zeros. Yeah, basically the problem is that S&W initializes all of its RAM except for 0100 to 01FF, which is the stack. And except for everything past 7E2000. But the entire low RAM portion of the RAM is cleared out on reset. Also, high random type 192. Easy puzzle looks indeed hard. Who could have possibly guessed that? Also, what am I looking at here? I never actually tried to parse what this is trying to tell me. Ah yeah, thank you. Thank you for typing this out. I would have never guessed otherwise. The unconspicuous 1594, 1693 Magikey. No, no, no. This is not. This is not unconspicuous. I recognize 1594 when I see it. You started this puzzle in 1594 and just took you 99 years to finish. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's extremely plausible. I immediately buy that. Yes. Okay, anyway. So what do I do here? I mean, somehow I can enter the level from the title screen, but somehow that seems to lead nowhere, so I guess it's time to actually think about how to get the secret exit on this at least. Like, actually think about how to beat this level? Maybe, possibly. Perhaps. I mean, that shouldn't be so hard, right? Because after all, it's an easy 3-screen puzzle. And if it's an easy 3-screen puzzle, then it's not a hard 3-screen puzzle. In particular, it should be easy. Okay, but if entering the door is not actually that easily possible, then that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? It's not so clear to me how much of a problem that is, but that seems to be a bit of a problem. Because it means that I don't know how to re-enter the level. And if I don't know how to re-enter the level, I mean without dying, then I kind of don't know how to get the Yoshi coins. So I guess I kind of need to find a way to get this Yoshi coin without dying, but how do you get this Yoshi coin without dying? Am I missing something extremely obvious here? Maybe. And another chat disconnect. I love Twitch chat. It is very functional software for sure. Okay, so what can I do here? It is very weird. It seems like nothing I can do here really helps. I mean, at the end of the day, I definitely will need Yoshi, right? I mean, somehow that much is clear. And the problem is that this Yoshi right here is kind of not so easy to reach, to say the least. It's not so easy to reach. This Yoshi. Also, this is a direct map 16 tile, which is also mildly worrying, because it means that I can't just hit it and reload the room and then go up here. Because normally this is a 1-up, right? This is a 1-up. And because it is a 1-up, even if it's an invisible 1-up block, if you hit it and reload the room, then it's not going to respawn. Of course, if you hit it, then die, reload the level, then it is going to respawn. If you just hit it and reload the room, then it's not going to respawn. Of course, I mean, all of this presumes I know how to reload the room, which I don't. However, random observation, because this is tile 22, and because this is Lunar Magic 2.53, I can use this tile to make every tile out of bounds act like a 1-up checkpoint. 1-up question block. Invisible 1-up question mark block. Which doesn't seem useful at all, but is a true statement about this game. I can do that. Is there like any other funny tiles that have... that I could use here? Guess these are not used. Okay, Magikey paid specific attention to make sure that I can't trigger this glitch. Too bad. Too bad. Not that I think that it would actually be all that useful. But it would have been funny. But I mean... What am I missing? I must be missing something completely obvious. Maybe. Probably actually not something completely obvious. Probably just something like mildly obscure. I mean, somehow it seems like I want to get a Yoshi. And to get a Yoshi, I either need to get this baby Yoshi here, which seems hard, or I need to collect all 5 Yoshi coins, which seems possible, but also hard. Of course, I might be overcomplicating things. After all, I saw the existence of a clear video. And it was like short. I forgot how short exactly, but it wasn't 26 minutes. So I guess this time it's not going to be intended to pause a question mark block through half of the level. But... I mean, it seems so clear to just collect these 2 Yoshi coins, then enter the door, collect the 1-up checkpoints, and then get the Yoshi, right? This seems so clear, except that that just doesn't work. But it seems so clear. And it's so unclear to me why I would ever want to actually ride the platform somewhere. I mean, we have this platform and it goes like... quite far. But why? What do I gain from riding this platform? What do I gain from riding this platform? Why do I want to ride this platform? I mean, I can ride this platform, but why would I want to? So, what happens if you collect this coin? Nothing. Nothing hidden behind this coin. What happens? Right, nothing? I think this just becomes a brown block. These unlock these. See, this is a key. I kind of feel like I don't care so much about the key. Ah, maybe I don't care about the key, maybe I care about the wings. Where do wings go? Vanilla wings. But those just soft lock me. I mean, vanilla wings just soft lock me. So it's not like I gain anything from taking the wings here. Because vanilla wings trigger the normal exit. And the normal exit goes down, and on the overworld, I mean, that looks like an infinite loop to me. Okay, so just wait, I'm just realizing wait, what? What is wrong with my emulator? What? Am I stupid? Why does it not display layer 1? Please display layer 1. This hack is of par difficulty. If you can't beat it, that's okay. You will be disregarded. Typo SMH. Rejected. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's literally unplayable, exactly. It's somehow. What am I supposed to do with a hack that contains a typo? Like, sounds like the worst possible thing. Oh yeah, this definitely needs like an update, like immediately. This is in fact, I mean, you can just enter the door this way, right? Like, you don't need any fancy machinery to enter the door. You can just enter the door. But I mean, you just die if you do. But you can just enter the door. Hmm. Yeah, it's like, it's actually like the first frame that you actually interact with blocks, you immediately die. Ah, that's bad. That's bad. How would I want to collect this Yoshi coin here? How do I collect this? Like, how do I do anything here? I mean, anything is of course easy, but somehow collecting the Yoshi coins. Because I mean, of course I can just go here, get the P-switch, like, get the P-switch, stand here for a while. Not that that's useful in any form. can use the Koopa to go back, but you don't have to. You can just... Well, I guess you can just do it, because the Koopa is going to die anyway. With how slow I am. But... Wait. Am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. Oh. I want to see if I can kick the Yoshi such that it falls to the floor, but no, it will just land on the purple triangle. Because there was like maybe the option of somehow kicking the Yoshi here. Actually, kicking, if you can kick it, you can also grab it, right? So like... I mean, of course you will always... You will... No, because I don't want to land on the cloud. This means that as soon as I'm high enough to actually clip into the orange block sideways, I'm also high enough to land on the cloud, which I don't want. So, somehow moving into the orange block and trying to grab the Yoshi this way is not an option. Sad. Does having more springboards help? Kind of feel like more springboards also don't help. Huh. You can kill yourself in this way? Not terribly exciting, but it's possible. Can be above the level here. Also doesn't seem so useful. You can't clip back into the level again from here. Ah. Thanks for banning whatever that was. But yeah, entering the door is just not an option. I mean, entering the door while holding a springboard in hand is just also not helpful, right? Because, like, it's a door. You're not going to keep this thing. So that doesn't help. And of course I can try to get the key again, but somehow the key also doesn't help, so... What actually helps? Like, out of all the things I can do, which ones actually help? So I can stand here. Huh. Ah, so you can actually bring items through these kill blocks. They just kill the item. They don't actually kill what you have in hand at all. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Good to know, I guess. But how is that useful? I don't know. None of this seems like to help me with anything. I mean, it's not like I can do a lot. But even the things I can do don't seem like they would help. Which is interesting because it's... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Which is interesting because the puzzle claims that it's easy, of course, right? And um, so it seems like the puzzle is lying, but that's very weird, right? Because who would make a puzzle that lies about its own difficulty? That would be extremely weird. Can you, like... You can collect these coins. Not sure if you should, but it's possible. So I guess it must be intended, and so thus you should. Right, that's how it goes. Yeah. But... let's say I get the springboard. But then I'm down here with a springboard. I mean, I guess I can be up there with the springboard. That's not, like, terribly bad. But even if I'm up here with a springboard, how does that actually help? I mean, let's assume for a second I was over here with the springboard. How do I cheat with the script? I guess you enable the cheats. And then you get this amazing text telling the cheats are allowed. Looks just beautiful. And I guess then you just disable the cheats again. I mean, I think this position is achievable without cheats. That's not the problem. The problem is, like, how does this actually help? Like, somehow... There's, like, no way to, like, use this platform to clip into this corner, right? Because it's moving away from the corner, not towards it. It's, like, kind of not at the correct spot for it, I think. But then what? Like, this is... What can you do from this position? Like, I would want to get this Yoshi coin somehow, but how would I get it? I mean, of course, like, duplicating some blocks over the cage that the coin is in would help, but there's not a lot that I can duplicate in this level either. But why do I care about this? Why do I care about this platform then at all? It's somehow so weird. Like, this platform exists, and there's like a lot of lines throughout the level that seem to be just to make sure that this platform can do its journey. But it doesn't seem like that's useful for anything. Also, I mean, now the platform goes on its journey, but what do I gain from that? Like, the Yoshi is just sitting there. It's not sitting somewhere else. If I could move it, then I would be happy, but I can't. I think. Can I? Is there like a way I can move this Yoshi? No, right? Is there a way I can get this Yoshi? Well, the question doesn't seem completely absurd. I mean, except that it of course does. But yeah, I don't think it's happening, but what if it is? I think it isn't. I mean, I had like... Oh wait, I never even activated that block. Anyway, okay, then it's definitely not going to happen. But somehow I had an idea, but I don't think it works. But this has the wrong spacing to like do this trick even. All of this is just so weird. Like I can't do anything apparently. What am I missing? Probably a whole lot of small things, but I mean, just activate the P-switch for now. Activate the P-switch. That's not a P-switch. That's not a P-switch. That's a P-switch. And I mean, after all, if you're out of good ideas, then you should try the bad ones, right? That's how it goes. So... Oh, you can actually hit the... Oh, you can just hit the Yoshi down this way. Okay, you can knock the Yoshi down this way. Oh. That changes my perspective completely, because that means you can do this. Aha. You can just get the Yoshi this way. Okay, I see. But now if I have a baby Yoshi, then... that changes my perspective. Maybe a bit. I'm not sure by how much exactly. I mean, I guess I can start by feeding this guy, right? Because... because if I have a Yoshi now... what can I do with the Yoshi? I can enter this door, but on Yoshi. So now I can die. But on Yoshi. Wow, isn't that great? Dying, but on Yoshi. Okay, maybe that's not the thing I actually want to do. Can I abuse these death blocks? Like these sprite killer blocks, can I abuse them? They're not like in terribly abusable positions. Sad. I mean, probably you can still abuse them, but... or at least try. The point is I want to see... I forgot where the springboard spawned. Ah, wait, this shouldn't respawn it. This shouldn't respawn it. Oops. But I guess you could use this to item swap. If you really wanted to. If you were really desperate, you could use this to item swap. The classic springboard item swap. Yeah, I mean... yeah. Exactly. The classic springboard item swap. What can I do with Yoshi now? Because I don't have power-ups. And power-ups are kind of the other important foundation to the terrible Yoshi glitches. I guess the other problem is that I needed to press the P switch in order to get the Yoshi with the current strat. And I think that was actually necessary. Is that true? Did I need to press the P switch? Was pressing the P switch actually needed? Because there is some nonsense if you... How did I get Yoshi anyway? You go up here. And then you do this. Yeah, those are non-solid. I kind of missed that for a while as well. That you can just do that. Oh, that block exists. Hello. Can I do anything fancy with this one? I wouldn't see immediately how. You're unnecessarily proud of that bounce sprite. Is it just a remapped node block, or I mean, is it actually just overwriting the node block graphic, or is this actually a remapping? Because I was always too lazy to do the remapping, and I always just overwrote the node block bounce sprite for that kind of stuff. Alright, okay. But I mean, I guess now that I have the Yoshi, it shouldn't be so bad, right? Wait, is unlocking the camera, is that cheating, or is that actually legit? Can you do that? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, this is fine. That is cheating, but it doesn't matter, right? How do I lock the camera again? $14.11 or $14.12. Wait, where's the camera in this script? It used to be here. It used to be below the... I might have to change this again. Where's the camera region? Camera info? Camera info? Tell me, where's the camera? Can I see? Wait, is this on screen? Am I just blind? No, right? The script just doesn't display camera region right now. Ah, here. Here. There it is. Ah, it's like in the middle of the screen. Ah, why is this here? Who put it there? I want it here again. No, okay. Have to change the script at some point, I guess. So I poke 0 in 1412. And this should freeze the camera again, right? Yeah. Okay. Um... Do I want the key? Do I care about the key at all? Not sure. Actually, something I should probably figure out, which is when do sprites despawn? Okay, not so... okay, I'm not so happy with what's going on here. Because I can't spit the springboard down, but I can't do, like... I can't split the springboard and just let it fall down, but I can't do this either, so... This seems to suggest I need to sacrifice Yoshi if I want to get out of there again. But is this true? Or is that just what I'm supposed to think? What happens if I do this? Um, um, you know, after all, if you don't pause any object in your strat, then is your strat even solving a glitch puzzle, right? I mean, the pause button needs to be used. What am I doing here again? Can I stand on this? You can't stand on this, right? You can't stand on this. Okay, so you can't stand here. Um, um, okay, maybe this doesn't work the way I want it to work. But you can stand here, isn't that nice? Kind of like being able to stand here. But okay, so the problem is that it's not so easy to get out of here after collecting the both of the Yoshi coins without sacrificing Yoshi in the process. It's of course very easy to do so when sacrificing Yoshi, but without sacrificing Yoshi it's not so easy. Is there any way to fix this? Is there any easy way of fixing this? Of course, the easiest way of fixing this would be to just get this Yoshi coin without dying in the process. Which doesn't seem easy. Let's just say that. Doesn't seem easy. Huh. I mean, I have my Yoshi now. But now that I have my Yoshi, it doesn't seem so terribly useful anymore. But yeah, we have like this pipe. Which I don't really see how to use. I mean, I guess I can use it to override some blocks, but that seems to require moving the pipe quite a bit. And, I mean, it's clear how to move it a bit, just item swap it, but it's not so clear how to move it more than that. I thought if I had a Yoshi, I would be chilling. But clearly, I am not. So give me back the key. I think I want the key for different things now. Surely just having more 1-ups is going to fix every problem, right? More 1-ups fixes every problem. I mean, I guess I can fix my problem with the 1-ups all going there by just, yeah, by just doing that. Building a little 1-up cage. Just build a cage for the 1-ups. Wait. Now I still need to worry about which direction they will jump. But I guess at least only one direction I have to worry about. No, stop. Please, jump in the correct direction. Dear 1-up. I mean, I guess this reduces the problem to worrying about one 1-up at the time, right? Which is already quite a lot better. Unfortunately, it is still horrible. I'm not sure why I want so many 1-ups. Actually, I know why I want so many 1-ups. It's for an experiment. For an experiment, I need all sprite slots to be full. I would love it if this 1-up stopped jumping to the left. I mean, I guess I'm responsible for where this 1-up jumps, to some extent. And I mean, of course, it will always jump left. I just wanted to turn around. Actually, maybe I should ask myself first if what I'm trying to do can even possibly work. And I guess for that, I can try it without all of the 1-ups first, and then only if this works out do I actually have to worry about the 1-ups at all. Because the longer I look at the situation, it seems like this might actually just not be possible even. Huh. That would be sad. Yeah, the problem is how do I... How do I upthrow this now? Without dying. Okay. All good except that I need to rewind a bit. So uh 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 hmm. I had hoped I could use this to maybe produce some more nonsense. By which I mean produce a block factory. I had hoped I could use this setup to produce a block factory up there. But it seems to be the case that this is not the case. Actually, there's a potential fix. If this doesn't work, which it doesn't seem to, then let's say I activate cheats again and I get this guy down. And I grab this key on Yoshi. Then can I seems like this is not so easy. Okay. Okay, that's not possible. But it is really built in a way that it tries to prevent you from just snuggling, like from just like throwing the key into the side here and scrolling it over, or from throwing it into the corner like here and scrolling it over. Not that throwing it in the corner here would be so easy, but it also prevents you from that. So it doesn't seem like the game wants you to activate this block easily. But also I might cut off the stream here, I think, because it's a bit of a short stream, but also, like, I'm super tired today. And I feel like I'm not awake enough to play this properly. Kind of feel like I've been missing obvious stuff left and right. Probably that's not, like, completely true, but definitely feels like it. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. So, thanks for watching. See you next week with more of this, I guess. And hopefully I'm more awake then. So, yeah. Have a good night.